Can I have your name?
Gladys Aleman.
Gladys.
Yep. L-D-Y-S. D-Y-S. Yeah.
D-Y-S? Gladys what?
Aleman. A-L-E-M-A-N. A-L-E-M-A-N.
A-L-E-M-A-N?
M-A-N.
A-N?
A-N. A-N.
Okay. Okay, so Gladys, once again, you give me permission to record and publish this,
Yes.
right? Yes. What's your age?
58.
Okay, what military branch of service? did you
Army.
serve? Army. And how many years?
20 plus.
20 plus. Okay, do you serve in any campaign war?
I was a researcher. Clinical researcher.
Okay. So obviously not a engineer, no service. Unless you don't have any, what's your highest medal?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember? Okay, it's okay.
Meritorious, whatever.
You was just
Whatever.
a badass, that's all.
Whatever, I don't know. You don't pay attention to those things.
Okay, no, so has the Veteran Administration came to visit you?
No.
Wow.
But I am able-bodied, so I did go to, when they were at the CDT, at the treatment center, and offered to help them find the ones that couldn't make it. They had limited services, there was a doctor coming, but when I was feeling ill, I went to VA in San Juan on that particular day. I didn't want to come to Vieques because we don't have medical services here. I ended up going to the emergency room after hours, and I was disappointed in the fact that as a woman I wasn't given any privacy, and I'm not a shrinking flower. I'm used to being in the field as a field research officer. I was out, in the boonies in Kenya and Vietnam and all these places, so it's not that I'm seeking for special treatment, but when you're in an emergency room surrounded by people that are in beds, all of them were men. I was the only woman, and I was having to witness gentlemen that were having to urinate to relieve themselves in their chairs because they couldn't get up, and nobody offered me a space. Are you feeling uncomfortable? Would you, and I know that they were uncomfortable because I was uncomfortable. So I had to cover my head. So, you go by, but nobody had the decency to say, I'm sorry, ma'am, we don't have any more room. Can we move you over here? I was the only woman in the emergency room that day. So obviously I got whatever tests, and the results never came in because the CT scan, it wasn't a CT scan, it was an ultrasound. Those results go to the States. It was already Friday, and the results never came in. Come 6 o'clock, the doctor came, says, you have a chronic condition, you're free to go. I was never given a diagnosis, nothing. So what happened is, at 6 o'clock in the morning, as soon as the sun came up, I needed to come home. Home is Vieques for me. So at that point, there was no coordination of transport, and I believe that's part of they should have helped me, because at 6 o'clock, there was nothing running. So I called a taxi, who charged me $100 to take me to the ferry. At which point, I got to the ferry to get the ferry at 9:30, but that ferry didn't leave till 6:30. It was almost 7:15 that night. So I spent the entire day waiting at the ferry. And I don't complain because I'm able-bodied, but not everybody is fortunate.
Did you receive a visit from FEMA after that visit?
No.
After the hurricane? So no assistance at all, you're telling me?
What they did do is send medication over the mail. So I did get a package of medication. Like whatever I was on, they sent a package, so in the mail I got medication.
How long did it take for you to receive that medication?
I don't know because I don't know when they shipped it.
Oh, okay.
So that was an effort.
Okay, like the questions I have, I'm done. But do you have any more concerns that you want to share
No,
with
I
us?
think they have good attempts in the sense that they do have a women's clinic, and that it's unfortunate that I have to go over there. Obviously, there's nothing closer, but I think they should make it a little bit easier for us people that live on a remote island to get there. When you have to fill out vouchers to get your money back, and then you have to make these long queues, and because you don't have time because you have to get the ferry, sometimes you just don't claim the money that is owed to you, because who can wait in line when you know the ferries can leave or your plane is leaving. So I don't know, I think an effort should be made to, at least there's not a lot of women here in Puerto Rico. I mean, is that the issue? I know they come from St. Thomas, so they're coming from remote islands to receive treatment. I just would appreciate, a little privacy when they're being treated in public. I don't think I should have been subjected to men
Absolutely.
urinating in front of me or whatever. I mean, and I can't blame the patient. They're sick, But it was just like, it was so bizarre because I was surrounded by men. Honestly, to shut that off because,